Okay, let's talk about a really fundamental step if you're starting with Node.js. How do you actually, run your first script? Taking that code you've written and making the computer, well, execute it.
Exactly.
Mm.
And this isn't just about seeing some text pop up. It's it's demonstrating the core way you work with Node, writing JavaScript that runs outside a web browser right on your machine.
Which is crucial for server-side stuff,
Yeah.
command line tools, all that.
Absolutely essential. That's the whole point, really.
So step one is you need a file, right? Just a basic text file.
Yep, a plain text file. But the key thing is the ending. It needs to be JS.
Ah, okay. So my JavaScript.js or something like that.
Exactly. That JS tells your system and Node, hey, this is JavaScript code. And you can create this file using, well, any text editor.
Yeah.
Notepad, VS Code, whatever you like.
Makes sense. Simple editor or a fancy IDE doesn't matter for this first step.
Not at all.
So inside this file, let's imagine one called hello.js. What do we put in? Just regular JavaScript.
It's a standard JavaScript. Keep it simple to start. Maybe create a variable, like const message. Hello from Node.js.
Okay, got a variable. And then how do we actually see that message?
That's where console.log comes in. You'd write console.log message.
Ah, console.log. Familiar from browser dev tools.
Right. And it works very similarly here. In Node, by default, console.log prints things out to your terminal, your command line window.
So it's the standard way to get output visible.
Precisely. You can log strings, variables, even do quick calculations like console.log 5 plus 10. Node will run the calculation and print the result.
Okay, so let's say we have our hello.js file saved with a message and maybe that addition example. How do we run it?
Good question. You need your terminal or command prompt on Windows.
Okay, got the terminal open.
You navigate, using CD commands to the directory where you saved hello.js.
Right, got to be in the same folder.
Exactly. And then you type the command .node, followed by the name of your file.
So node hello.js.
That's it, node hello.js. When you hit enter,
What's actually happening there when I type node?
you're invoking the Node.js runtime. You're telling your computer, use the Node program to execute the JavaScript code inside this hello.js file. Node then reads the file, line by line, and runs the JavaScript using its internal engine, the V8 engine, actually.
The same engine that Chrome uses, right? But running locally.
Exactly, running right there in your terminal, not in a browser tab.
So assuming Node is installed properly and I typed the command right, what should I see on the screen?
You should see exactly what you told console.log to print.
So first line would be hello from Node.js.
Correct. And if you added that calculation, the next line would probably show something like the sum of 5 and 10 is 15, or maybe just 15, depending on how you wrote the log.
Got it. And seeing that output means success.
Total success. It confirms everything's working, Node's installed, your script is valid JavaScript, and the Node command ran it correctly. It's that basic loop. Write, run, see the result.
Write code in a .s file, use console.log for output, run it with the node command in the terminal. That's the essence.
That's the foundational workflow. And, once you've got that working,
Yeah.
well, it makes you think, doesn't it? If you can make Node print text, what else could you make it do?
Ah, good point. Like interact with files.
Or maybe connect to the internet.
Yeah.
Fetch data. Since it's running right there on your machine outside the browser's usual sandbox,
Huh.
the possibilities really open up. Something to think about.